Welcome back to the weekly portfolio update video. The portfolio currently sits at $10,547 and is down from last week. This week's update was pushed back due to some different factors. First, I was waiting for the sale of one of my positions to settle, allowing me to invest elsewhere. I also deposited some money in, so I was waiting for it to hit my account. The final reason is more of an outside matter, and I've been quite busy with university, so I put some priority onto my studies, but everything will be back on track next Saturday. First, I wanted to be transparent and highlight the recent sale I made, and that was I've completely sold out of my Alibaba position. This decision has been pending for a while now, and even when more and more negative news coming out about Alibaba, I stuck by it and added to my position. But it got to a point where the stock kept falling, and I felt like I was catching a falling knife. I sold out of half my position a while ago, and made a choice to hold the rest, and just see how it plans out over the long term. But I'm having a change of mind, and changing my portfolio. I now am looking to prevent losses more than hitting the home runs. It's been a hard time for investors over recent times. The market has been worried over political and economic issues, and this has reflected in the overall market's performance, and the SPY being down 8% year to date. Me selling out of Alibaba doesn't mean I don't believe in the stock's price will rise in the future, or that the company will not grow and succeed. But I just don't believe it's the right position for my portfolio, and it's a learning lesson for myself as an investor on picking stocks and doing more research prior to investing. I've also made the decision for this portfolio. I will try and keep all my stocks as US companies. This is because I believe more in US stocks and the numbers and the stability of the companies over the long term. With the Alibaba position, I have little to no knowledge of the Chinese market and what is happening over there. Compared to the US or even Australian market, I have a greater understanding of how the economy works and how people act and what companies and industries are making an impact. I don't see myself adding the stock back to my portfolio, even if it continues to dip, but I wish Alibaba investors the best with their returns. Now what I did with that money, I got from the sale. I decided to purchase around $200 in VOO and $70 into JP Morgan. My reasoning for JP Morgan purchase is the price has dropped nearly 20%, and I understand I sold Alibaba after its drop, but I believe in the stability and resilience of JP Morgan a lot more than Alibaba. Plus, my JP Morgan position offers another great factor, and that is that it pays dividends. Growing my position whilst the stock price is down will allow me to grow my future dividend payments as I continue my journey to having a self-sustainable portfolio. I purchased more VOO as I want to build up a stronger portfolio that will not feel the lows as much as I've recently felt, and especially when I began. My portfolio has never been well diversified, but the longer it's been open, the longer I've been investing into ETFs and different sectors to help build a long-term sustainable growth and dividend paying portfolio. I also invested $400 Australian dollars, or about $300 US, and with this money I purchased, you guess it, more VOO, and actually some Google. Google or Alphabet is a great company, and I have a strong belief in them over the long term, and the stock has taken a rough beating as of late, and I love this opportunity to add more to my position whilst it's back down into the 2,500 range. Overall, just looking at the overall market in the last week, you can see how much everything has been down, with Microsoft being down 5.5%, which is in my portfolio, Google being down 4.5%, Apple being down 3%, JP Morgan being down nearly 4%. It's been a rough time for investors, especially if you're investing for growth. This has been a horrible start to the year for you. One position I did want to quickly go over is Costco. I bought this stock thinking it's a great company, and I knew it was expensive at the time. But I bought it at an average price of $525 per share, and it now sits at $582. Even though it was an expensive purchase and I have a long-term view on it, it's gone up over 10% in just this short time. Costco is also a dividend paying company, so more than just on the growth, there's also the dividends that will eventually come in. I don't plan on adding anytime soon, as it's been on a massive run, but it's just a great highlight to something that I've bought that has helped my portfolio go up. Going through my portfolio, majority of stuff has been down over the week, and another company I wanted to highlight that I own is Meta. This is another thing with Alibaba as well. I decided not to sell my Meta position, as I believe in Facebook and Meta a lot more. I believe they can still generate lots of revenue and lots of profits, and I want to hold it, as it's still a US company and it still has potential to get back to the numbers it was before it dropped. But looking at losses like that can be demoralizing, as it cancels out the amazing gains you've made off other positions. So that just shows why I'm trying to protect my portfolio against these losses and just slowly build up and slowly get returns instead of looking for a home run. There's been plenty of business news going around, such as Elon Musk with Twitter and the whole border issues that's been going on right now. But I might cover that in another video when everything gets finalized. Again, the stock portfolio is down over the last week and has been going through a rough start to the year. But I'm still long term and I'm looking at it from a long term perspective. And I believe in a lot of these companies, and I plan on changing some stuff to the portfolio over the recent times. Thank you for watching. As I continue my portfolio journey, hopefully this video has explained the changes I've made with full transparency, and you see the new purchases I've made. Leave your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe to Business Ventures for more weekly content.
The things you do.